The seemingly obvious result to the rise in unemployment is that consumer spending will decrease. During 2008, when our country saw the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, the consumer market took a great hit. Sales of large ticket items such as cars, real estate, and even jewelry all saw high drop offs in sales. In January of 2008, the New York Times reported that, and I quote, strong evidence is emerging that consumer spending, a bulwark against recession over the last year, even as energy prices surged and the housing market sputtered, has begun to slow sharply at every level of the American economy, from the working class to the wealthy. A new economic environment is slowly growing as the unemployed or even the fear of unemployment is causing the general public to save more and spend less. Although that shift in fiscal responsibility seems positive, and for long term economic health it is, it unfortunately will prolong the current recession. The Wall Street Journal, in an article titled Americans Get Even Thriftier as Fears Persist, stated Americans are saving more of their paychecks than at any time since February 1995. A shift towards thrift that could prolong the recession but strengthen the financial health of U.S. households and the overall economy if it lasts. Another factor leading to a decrease in consumer spending is the availability of credit. With no lines of credit and the difficulty in acquiring credit, people are forced to live only within the allowances of their income. The only response is to pay down or pay off current debt. Shortly after the economic crisis was in full bloom, a financial publication was quoted as saying, the low savings rate that persisted until last year was due in large part to an expansion in the availability of credit. On the heels of the financial crisis, credit availability has gone into reverse, making it more difficult for consumers to spend beyond their income. Our economic environment is shifting. With the Obama administration stressing fiscal responsibility, we are seeing a transformation in how our country and the world views financial stability. An economist at Johns Hopkins University, Christopher Carroll, was quoted as saying in the Wall Street Journal, just as the Great Depression ushered in a shift in behavior that affected an entire generation, Mr. Carroll said this financial crisis will shock customers into behaving differently. People had got the sense that the world was very stable, and everything was very predictable and reliable, he said. That's a hard view to hold on to now. With all that has happened, the belief that the U.S. economy is unshakable has vanished. A sense of trust that the American people once had has been greatly damaged and is the source of hesitation among many consumers to begin spending once again. But there is hope at the end of the tunnel. With a job creation bill, a recent hike in income rates, a focus on revitalizing our education system, and an administration focused on our long-term recovery, we are actively seeing signs of economic growth and stability. Our history is evident that we are a people of strength and endurance. If our hope lies in anything, it should be that. Thank you.